Hey guys, welcome back to today's episode. So today I have a surprise for you guys.
Good day, everyone.
So Comfort Edet is my colleague, a friend, a course mate, an honorable of the Faculty of Education. Yes. So Comfort, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay, like you said, my name is Comfort Edet. I'm a student of the University of Rio, the Faculty of Education, the Department of Human Kinetics and Health Education. I am also taking a training in AI. I'm certified customer support agent. I do email marketing and a lot of other stuff. And I also had training in caregiving. Right, most importantly, a member of the parliament on the Faculty of Education, representing my department, obviously. So yeah, that's me.
How does it feel to be a first ever guest on this pod?
It's exciting because I would say this is my first podcast. So
I know, right?
I'm thrilled. It's a privilege, actually. I have to say thank you.
Thank you so much for gracing this.
It's a pleasure.
So you mentioned earlier that you're from the House of Assembly, Parliament,
Yeah,
Faculty of
faculty level,
Education.
yes.
So can you tell me how you got to that point of getting that position?
Okay. Well, I I thought to myself that I've done a lot of books, not enough. But since I'm in university and there are several activities going on there, I should also partake and learn beyond the book. So that was my inspiration because I observed that major scholarships, they really want to get to know your leadership ability. They rate intelligence not just based on your academic performance, but personality, leadership skills, and several other things. So I was like, okay, I lead in church, but this would be a larger audience. So I was like, okay, fine, where can I fit in? Where can I make contributions? And I decided to join the parliament, and boom, I'm an honorary member.
Okay, that's really nice because what you said about that leadership stuff, I think I was in a research some time back because master's degree, you need to get this leadership roles and all that. And I saw that I was a bit late for it during this degree session. So what is the right time to, go into that? Is it best you go during your 100 level or maybe like from 300 level down to 400 level?
Okay, I would say for me personally, I wouldn't want to, get into politics at 100 level. Why? It's because that's my first time in the university. I'm trying to understand what I'm doing and trying to get acquainted. And I'm a kind of person that I multitask, but if I get into a situation where one task is overwhelming, it shuts me off.
Yeah.
So a person like me, I'll prefer to stabilize myself in 100 level before going into something that big. But in politics, there are minor roles. You could actually get yourself into the minor roles, and then as you progress in school, then you can now get into the major roles, the SUGs, the faculty presidents, the mental presidents, the other roles like parliament. We have the clerk, we have the chief whip. There are several other roles that you could just get in and play, so you can learn. Even being a class rep, first you need to understand yourself, you need to know yourself, so you don't get into
Actually.
that task and then you get overwhelmed and you neglect
Your studies.
yes.
You said personally
Okay.
on your own personal standpoint. For others, like some other students, when is it best to go into that politics or leadership role? Because most people see it as a point of fame. Let me say fame. They want to get those money and just enjoy at their 100 level, which is not right to me. So what is the best time frame for students to actually venture into that?
Okay, like I said, one important thing is know yourself, know your capacity and your capability, and understand that politics is not just about going in there to make money.
Yeah.
It's a learning ground where you learn, experience things that will shape you for the outside world. So people can start from year one. Probably people, funny enough, politics doesn't just start in university. I think some nursery schools now have, give posts to kids.
To kids, yeah.
Even in primary school, I remember I was what do they call it? I was a prefect.
Hmm.
They had a word for it. I can't really remember. In secondary school, I was also a prefect. So it's a progress, and then you get into the university. And well, one thing I noticed is that most people in the university, the academics drop
Yeah.
when they get into
To
politics.
politics, yeah.
Meanwhile, in secondary school and the primary school, your academic was a level, that was a foundation for you to even be selected, and you must maintain it. So that's why I said understand yourself, know what distracts you and what helps you. So if you feel that you can balance your academics and politics, why not? You can start from 100 level. But if you know that you will get distracted, I feel between 100 and 200 level, you should at least have laid a foundation for your CGPA
Yeah.
before you get
Get
in
into
there.
it.
So that whatever happens, you know that you'll still be able to balance, still be on a good standing academically.
I have a question to ask. You know, I stated earlier that you are intelligent, brilliant
Okay.
lady.
Alright.
And I've noticed from time to time how you are so accountable to your studies. You used to call me or text me and tell me that, Tessie, have you studied? Tessie, have you opened your books today? How is your results and all that? So can you tell me how you became this accountable to your studies? Like,
First, I owe that accountability. I won't fail to mention my elder brother. I think he started from primary school to align my head.
I like your head how.
I think he already saw what I could achieve, something I didn't see, and he started encouraging me to become a better version of myself. So he was my my highest motivation. And as I progressed, others came in. My mom, my big sister, they were motivations because they did well academically. They were good. My father was good. My mom was good in maths. She was good. So they inspired me, and then I had to learn from them, not just being inspired, but learning how they were able to, you know, get to where they were. So funny enough, or good enough, I would say, church, we have the youth wing, and we have a group called Arrow Scholars. So here we are mentored.
Okay.
So we are our youth director, he mentors us. So you are accountable to him. Your studies, your results, you have to report to him. And his own job is to, he gives us tips, guidelines. So he has motivated you externally. You now motivate yourself. So I had a picture of where I have a picture of where I want to be in the future and what I want to achieve. So even before I got into school, before school resumed, I already had a plan of what I wanted to achieve and then how am I supposed to achieve it. I looked out for people who have achieved what I wanted to achieve and what they did. So I started to align myself and try out what they did. That's how I've been progressing.
Progression. Okay. So for those people that they promise themselves they want to to be accountable to their studies, they want to ace it in uni, 100 level, they are doing very good, but they suddenly start dropping. Like, is it most times it's not their fault too. Most times it's not their fault. Maybe some little issues here and there from home or from school. What can they do to come back up, like to pick up from there?
Okay. I'll use myself as an example. When I got into school, I wanted to have a 5.0 CGPA. That was my target.
Mm-hmm.
And frankly, I was working towards it. I saw it from afar. It was attainable, and I was doing what I was supposed to do. But school happened.
Actually, oh,
School happened, and I had my first F in year one first semester, and it wasn't an F that it wasn't as if I didn't write the exams.
Mm.
Definitely a
Okay.
mistake happened, and nobody was willing to correct it. And year one, I wasn't able to pursue it further,
Yeah.
go to the right
Yeah.
authorities. Anybody you talk to, they don't do it, though, they'll persecute, they'll do this. I was like, okay, fine, let this be. So I think I started year one first semester with a 4.22. And I was discouraged. I was like, God, why? If this was going to happen, then what will happen in the future? Are you sure I
Yeah.
will have more issues like this? Well, like, okay, challenges will come. When challenges come, that's when your strength shines. So this is the
Mm.
time for me to shine
Mm.
and show out my strength. Because it's
Mm.
not in success that you show your strength, it's in failure that your strength actually comes out. And then I had
Yeah.
people around me, my I was scholars there to encourage me. My sister was there to encourage me, and my brother too. I was even thinking they would get upset, but
Mm.
they encouraged me. So from that failure was like a rocket that launched me.
Mm.
I was like, okay, fine. So this failure can happen. It's not going to happen again. I'm going to beat this. My target is still my target. So
Yeah.
I'm going to, even though I cannot get a perfect 5.0,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to get close to having my target. So for any other person that probably had issues why they started,
Mm.
what I would say is wherever you are, try to finish at your best.
Mm.
That you've gotten to a stage of maybe you're not succeeding as much as you wanted to succeed.
Yeah.
Don't relent. Don't stop
Mm.
trying to finish at your best. Give it your best shot. Whenever you
Mm.
wake up in year one, you've woken up in year two, give it your best. Finish at your best. Don't just relax and say, oh, I'm not there yet. I'm not even going to get there.
Mm.
No, don't think that way. Instead, like, okay, I've realized my mistake. I have, even if it's one semester or two semesters,
Yeah.
give it your best shot. Don't give it your worst shot. And that would help you. And funny enough, your story can be an inspiration to
To
other
others,
people out
yes.
there. Yeah,
Mm.
so that's just what I would say.
So how did you manage those nights of failure? Because it wasn't easy. I'm very sure because me, I
It
know
wasn't.
it wasn't easy at all. So how did you manage those times?
I cried. Very important. I
Chai,
cried.
it's true, it's true, it's needed.
I cried my eyes out. Sometimes I wake up in the night and I'll just start crying, like, why me? Why me? I was doing the right thing. Why me?
Mm.
Because I was really for that particular course I had an F. I was expecting to have an A because I
Yeah.
was like, okay. And what hurt me more was that when I was at home waiting for school to resume,
Mm.
I downloaded materials from now on that course. Something saying when I
Mm.
was reading it, I was studying, I was, trying to get acquainted with the introduction of the course because it was introduction to our course.
Yes,
So I was
yes.
trying to, so I knew the course. I'd read it. So
Mm.
coming to school, I was like, okay, I'm acing this. I'm aiming for 90. And all of a sudden, it's
Mm.
an F of 15.
Chai.
So it's,
Is it that they know mark test? I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. And nobody was willing to give me an explanation.
Mm.
So it was a very painful stage of my life. So one thing I did was pray and talk to people. I didn't then each time I feel like giving up, or like I want to tell my friend I want to give up. I just want me to tell you officially I'm giving
Yeah.
up. And they would like encourage me. I spoke to my sister and sometimes she would just shout, what's wrong with you? This is how to deal with failure. No, you need those boosts. Yeah. I talked to my brother. I told him, he will now tell me his own experience. I'm like, okay, wow, I'm not the only one. So those are the things that encouraged me.
Wow.
I encouraged myself, I
It's needed.
encouraged myself, and I now made up my mind that I wasn't going to let this failure to define me. I
Mm.
will still succeed. I'm just starting, and I don't even know what other challenges are ahead of me. But like, okay, fine, I'm going to fight this. I'm going to lay a good foundation so that whatever challenge I meet, it will not harm me.
Yeah.
So that's just how I managed it.
What will you have to tell students that are struggling with their books, their studies? Most of them want to ace it. Like there are some that have it in mind that they want to reach a particular goal, but it's very, very difficult. Maybe sometimes issues with school, just like you said, you had issues with the results. Even I too, I have my own issues.
Yeah, I guess.
But for most students that come across this whole scenario, how best do you think they should handle it? Like how best do you want them to handle it?
Okay. I would share something that my people that shared with us. There's this athlete. He's an Olympian, like the most decorated Olympian so far. His name is Michael Phelps.
Mm.
He has 28 medals. 22 of them are gold. Now, there was something remarkable about him. He was consistent. He trained every day, even on Sundays. He made sure he trained every day. He didn't miss a day. And that set him apart. You can see the result.
Yeah.
So one thing, if you want to make good grades, consistency is very important. You need to be consistent in whatever you're doing. Even if it's for 5 minutes, you need to be consistent. Yeah, we know that schooling comes with challenges, missing scripts,
Yeah.
errors here and there, but you need to be consistent in studying. Yeah, there's a way that you can lay a foundation for yourself that when one or two of these things comes, it doesn't knock you off totally. Just like when on neutral equilibrium, just tilt and then you try to balance back again. So yeah. Then another thing is understand yourself. What works for me? Your friend reads in the morning. Why you can't read in the morning? You could. Some people, there are people that read when there's noise.
Yeah.
There are people that read that they like quiet places. There are people that can't read it with their 10 night class. Don't be able to read.
Yes, that's true.
They read at home. So know what works for you and then use it. Another thing is daily reading. Get to class, you attend lectures, you come back, go through it again. Have your timetable. Organize yourself. For me, okay, let me use myself for an example. What I do is before each semester, I get materials from senior colleagues. And then so during the holiday, while I have my time to have fun and watch K-drama, I write out my goal for that semester. I write out the grades I want to have in each course for that semester, and I start to read.
Wow.
So I read until school resumes, and I keep reading because I really want to have an understanding of what. To be an A student, you're not going to just study shallowly. You must study deep so you can understand, because lecturers want you to express your understanding. When you have an understanding of a particular course, no matter how the question is twisted, you will be able to make an input to that question. So that's one very important thing. It's not 1 week to exams and you want to run through your notes. But there are people that are very good at cramming. So I'm talking to those who don't cram. After each semester, I go get materials from senior colleagues while I have fun. I do a lot of K dramas and C dramas. They're interesting and they help you to learn about other cultures and a lot of other stuff. Study their medical dramas. I read every day. I create my timetable. I set my goal for the semester, the grades I want to have in each course. And then while I'm reading, I discover some of the courses that are very difficult for me. Yes. For example, in second semester year three, there was this course that's kinesiology. It was when I was going through it was like Greek. Like, what's going on here? So it helped me to discover the course. I started reading ahead, doing lots of YouTube, was ChatGPT. So when lecture started, it was a walkover. Whatever the lecturer was saying was like I was reading again. So I had a very good understanding of
it. Okay.
That's the advantage of reading ahead. And then another thing is understand yourself. What works for you? What time of the day is more convenient for you to study?
Mm.
Pick that time and then you study. You don't follow the crowd. My friend is going for night class. You may not go there and read. You may
Yeah.
not read. You could be read the
True.
early hours of the morning, could be in the night, it could be in the very noisy. You can read the music in your ears. It works for some people.
Mm.
Yeah. And then another important thing is when they say read, I don't read for 6 hours straight. I read bit by bit. Pick up a book and read for 30 minutes and I take a break. And when I
Mm.
wake up, I continue from where I stopped. That way I rest my brain and it's not boring.
Yeah.
And then I try to visualize what I'm reading. I sometimes I search for movies that have to do with that particular topic or that course. I go on
Mm.
YouTube, I watch lecturers teaching on that course. It makes it interesting. Then I think of how, okay, this course, how can I apply it in the real world? It motivates me to go deeper into
Okay.
studying the course. So studying is not just about your textbook. You learn online, learn through different platforms. So this helps you to have a good understanding of the course. And by the time you go into write exams, exams won't be like a burden to you or something that is scary or frightening. You'll be able to, you have understanding and your own ideas. You would give the lecturer what they've given to you plus your own idea.
So I just have just one question here.
Okay.
So do you believe in divine wisdom coming in place at the peak of examination?
Divine wisdom. The Bible says, see it a man diligent in his work. He will stand before kings and not mere men.
Thank you, ma.
The Bible also talks about when God was having an argument with Job, he told him, I'm the one that gives wisdom. So you see the ostrich, in all her glory, I took away wisdom from her. That she lays
Mm.
her eggs in the open. She doesn't have the sense that she's supposed to bury the eggs in the earth from predators and people that
Mm.
can steal the eggs. So God gives wisdom, but he doesn't encourage being lackadaisical or encourage being a mediocre.
Wow.
He encourages hard work. He planned the coming of Christ for a long while
Yeah.
before Christ came. They expect you to plan your life a long while before whatever you want to do comes. So you don't just wake up one morning. Yes, he helps. There's circumstances, maybe you're sick or
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. Even the wisdom we used to study is divine wisdom. But he has taught us to be able to say, you want to build a house, don't you just sit down, count the cost.
Mm.
So you also sit down and study. He has given you wisdom for you to study. When you
Mm.
enter the exam hall, you also to remember. And one very important thing I do is I will not when I miss this out, then I'm ungrateful. When I'm reading, I don't understand. I'll like, Holy Spirit, how far now? Guy, run this thing for me when I'm down. So, and as well, by the time I pick up the book again, I begin to have deeper understanding of what I'm like. He opened it up for me. Sometimes I'll
Yeah.
go online on Facebook and I'll just see one thing related to. I'll like, okay, wow, I'll click it. So he's there to teach you, and he's not going to teach you to be lazy. He's not lazy.
Mm.
Observe the creation, observe everything, because the God of order. So you too will be picking order your life. So yeah, divine wisdom is there, but it doesn't erase your hard work and your commitment.
Thank you very much for your words of advice. Can you tell us one thing? Can you tell the audience one thing they need to know?
One thing you need to know first is that God making and creating you was not for you to come and become a waste. He had the purpose and He had the plan for you. And whatever opportunity He brings your way, put in your best. Don't be a mediocre. In creating you, He put in His very best. So, in whatever He has given you to do, be it academic, be it your a skill you're learning, be it a job you're working on, be it an office that you are employed to work, put in your very best. Be you, be
Mm.
yourself. Don't set yourself to compete with other people. You are actually supposed to compete against the goals you have set for yourself, not against some other person's goal. So you're running your own race, focus on where you want to be. So if you are at a point where you are not where you're supposed to be, you're supposed to compare yourself with what you have set, the standards you've set for yourself, and then you see how you can level up and what you can do to get to where you want to be. And when you focus on running your race and not looking at others, it will help you to stay focused. This doesn't mean that people shouldn't motivate you. It doesn't. a race that people can motivate you. What I'm saying is set goals for yourself and run against those goals. Don't allow some other person's success to weigh you down or overwhelm you. You'll get to the end of your race, and every one of us will get to the end of our races, but we are running on different tracks. Success is sweet. Failure is a stepping stone to launch you into your success. So don't allow it to bring you down or inhibit you from achieving your goals and your aspirations.
Thank you so much, Comfort, for your time today.
You're
I really,
welcome.
really appreciate you coming on here. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this episode. I really appreciate Comfort for joining me here today. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this YouTube video. I love you guys. Bye.
Bye.